Hey, how are you, my love? How are you doing today? A few things of significance for you in this message would be you're almost living a double life, one that you show to people and one you live when no one's watching. This involves you feeling lonely, sad, you have things in your chest that you haven't told anyone, you suffer in silence a lot, you feel like people take you for granted, you have a hard time establishing good boundaries with people. You are people's comforter, but when you need comfort, you don't find people comforting you. These are a few things. If these things resonate with you, watch. Otherwise, you can click off. You don't need to waste your time. Okay, so the first thing I want to tell you is there's something that you're holding on to. There's something heavy in your chest. There is this heaviness within you that you need to drop in order to receive better. This heaviness can come from many different places. Maybe your emotions, your trauma, you're hiding something in your heart that you're not able to tell people. You're going through something that you're not able to tell people. You are experiencing something which you're hiding. You're hiding something. You're feeling this. It's almost like a double life. People think you're okay. People don't know what you're going through. But when you're alone, you're breaking down. You're constantly breaking down because of a lot of things. Especially there is someone around you, a person, could be a parent, anyone, or a group of people, bullies, you know, people who don't understand your boundaries, people who respect their boundaries a lot, but they don't have boundaries with you. When it comes to you, it's like they take you for granted. You're not liking this anymore because people have forgotten that you have your own life. You can choose to do things for yourself. People are forgetting that you also have emotions because when something goes wrong for them, they'll come running to you. But when you have something to tell them, they don't even listen to you, they don't even give you the time of the day. So, because of these things, you're feeling a lot of loneliness within your heart. Loneliness in a way where you're not expecting to have people physically around you because you enjoy your alone time. You like being alone. You are that person who likes to just be in your own space. You don't socialize much. It's not because of ego or anything, or because you think people are bad. It's just because you don't have anything in common. um okay, so this loneliness of yours, it's coming from a place of sadness because there is so much for you to share actually, because you go through so many things because of the kind of person you are, because you're sensitive, your heart is sensitive, because you're a sweet person, you're a nice person, you're a good soul. Everything seems to affect you. So you're not able to speak this to anyone these days. That's causing you a lot of trouble these days, maybe a few years, maybe 3 years, 2 years. I don't know. You have also been suffering from some kind of like mental health issues. Could be anxiety, depression, whatever. But you've been suffering it to a great extent where no one knows. Not even your family knows. Because you're such a good actor, right? Um, this loneliness of yours is also coming from a place where I don't know what it is. People have forgotten that you are someone, you are something, you have your own dreams and goals and whatever. So people expect you to behave a certain way with them always. They expect you to show up for them always, and they expect you to show up in a way, that they want you to. And when you choose not to be that way, it pisses them off big time. Okay, a very big flashlight. I don't know, flash of light, if that's significant to any one of you. It's almost like striking in the eye. Um, is any one of you drinking water or thinking of drinking water? Or I think you should drink water because I just did. You need to stay hydrated. Take care of yourself. Self care is important for you because you have forgotten yourself. All these years, you've been dabbling in your mental health and everything. You have forgotten to appreciate who you are. You have forgotten to look at yourself in the mirror and feel happy. Just look at your facial features. It's like you've lost interest in everything, including your own self. You don't do the things that you did before that made you happy anymore. You liked dressing up earlier. This is just an example, it could be anything. You have stopped dressing up. Like, the attention on yourself is 0% right now. I would say, if possible, slowly bring the attention back on yourself. Um, you need to establish strong boundaries. A lot of people take you for granted because of the kind of person you are. They think someone that is soft hearted is easy to manipulate, easy to, like, play around with. Players are a theme, right? Players like playing with your heart a lot because they don't understand. Players are not just in relationships, these are friends as well. You've been betrayed before by friends, by exes, by family members, everyone, because they don't understand you. They just think you're a dumb person. You're not a dumb person. As I always say, if you were to let them know your entirety, they would be scared of you. They would be dead scared of you. Also, there's a message that says, learn to say no, be brave, state your opinions clearly. In truth, there is nothing to fear. This is one of your message because the message is self explanatory. It's because of the kind of person you are that everyone thinks you have a soft heart, so people think it's easy to take you for granted. I don't know, I'm talking a little faster because I feel like I have a lot to pack in a short time in this message. I don't want this message to be longer. Um, another thing, another message is forgive yourself, okay? Why I say this is, first, when I say this to you, it might be confusing for you. What is it that you need to forgive yourself for? Since you're a good person, since you're a nice person, you feel like any little mistake you do is a big sin. It's not. It's a part of learning. It's a part of who you are. It's a part of being a human being. We all make mistakes and we learn through mistakes. If you feel like you've done a mistake, forgive yourself. You had to do that mistake so you don't do it again. It's not a regretful thing or it's not a punishment. It's just a wake up call to not do something, that's all. And if you feel like you have no forgiveness for yourself because other people have put a lot of things in your mind that are not true. They almost make you feel guilty. They manipulate you. They try to trap you. They try to guilt trip you. They try to gaslight you. In all these ways, they try to keep you small because there are people around you who talk to you like this. This. When you do something that's silly, they start making it sound like you've done a big crime or something, right? So this makes you feel very small, very lonely, like you're a sinner or something, but you're not. So this is why you need to forgive yourself because these messages, these whatever things that they are telling you, it's in your head. It's not yours. It's not yours. It's just how they want to control you. These are all ways of controlling you. Trying to keep you in this trap, in this mental trap, trying to make you feel smaller, trying to take your dreams and goals away. Also, there are some people where they want you to do things their way. They don't like you doing things on your own. Because I don't know what it is about these people. They almost feel like you can't do anything on your own. They almost feel like you're dumb or something. You can call it overprotective, but love should never feel like you're in shackles. It should not feel like you're trapped. Okay, there's something that's going on with my voice. I don't know. Maybe some of you have like throat issues or something. Something's going on with your throat. Maybe you have a cough, a cold, or something. Or it's just that you have a hard time speaking your truth. That's when you feel like your throat is blocked. You've heard this many times before, haven't you? Because you don't speak up for yourself, you feel like your throat is blocked. The throat chakra issues, as they always mention. You are supposed to state your truth. This is life. If you never show up for yourself, you will end up never showing up for yourself. People will always try to play with you. They'll try to manipulate you. Anyone is, always, there are people around you who are always trying to play with you. Don't allow it. Even if you cannot act on it physically, internally, you're supposed to be very strong right now. This is a message for you in whatever situation you're going through, right? Maybe there are situations you're going through, or I don't want to mention this, but any kind of abuse you're going through, you're not powerless. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Take charge. Charge is in, I'm not saying you do something wrong. All I'm saying is, in your heart, right? Just get extremely strong when the situation is happening, right? Nothing is your fault. You have the right to be angry. You have the right to scream, shout, get angry, but don't be violent. You are not here on this planet to take other people's nonsense, um, to quietly accept others' abuse. No one is above you. No one can treat you wrongly. He or she is a nobody. You owe nothing to anyone. So stop taking other people's nonsense. You're not made for that. You're created individually. You're extremely powerful. Realize your power. Don't give in to other people's nonsense. If you're scared of being on your own because you feel like, okay, everyone is in a relationship, everyone has friends, I'm lonely, I'm isolated, I'm this kind of person who doesn't socialize much, it's okay. This is your greatest power, this is your greatest strength, because you can do everything on your own. I'm not saying don't seek partnerships. Seek partnerships, people who align with you. You align with them, but not the wrong ones. The wrong ones will always end up ruining you for years together, and it'll take a few more years again for you to put all of you together. Excuse me. I'm having a lot of throat issues today. If you can make out my voice is changing, I'm unable to speak. This is all of you guys, right? You're not able to speak your truth. Kindly, kindly listen to yourself. Listen to what your heart needs, your mind needs. Don't be a puppet. You're not born to be a puppet. I almost don't like what's going on around you. A few people really treat you shittily. Like, I don't know if it's a word. I'm sorry about the situation, but rise above all of them. Your power lies in not reacting but observing. When you observe, you know everything that's happening around you. Instead of trying to be, one among everyone, maybe you stand out. It's okay, you stand out. So listen, there's a message for you that says a new day brings a new perspective. The old shit is gone. The new is for you. It's amazing. Don't fear that this is like the old one. Whatever the situation is, right? You're scared that whatever's happening for you right now, this thing is going to end up like the old one. I don't know why I always almost want to say this is a relationship or something. You're scared that this is also going. Why am I? I'm tripping over my words a lot. So okay, probably this could be a relationship or anything that you're trying to do. Maybe even starting a YouTube channel for that matter. You feel like in the past you did not get a lot of success with this, so you feel like, okay, this time also I'm going to fail, but it's not going to happen. This is better because whatever nonsense it was in the past, it had to go, and it has gone, it has left you. Another thing is, you have to let go of whatever you're holding on to receive better. um there's something heavy in your chest, in your gut, right? It feels heavy. It feels like there's this, memory, there's this feeling, there's this almost a weird like darkness, not as in a bad darkness, I mean like maybe a past, maybe something that was unpleasant. You're carrying it, that's very heavy in your body, in your mind, because whatever your mental health is like, right, it reflects in your physical health. If you are someone that's overthinking, that has a lot of traumas, that has gone through a lot of things and haven't had a chance to heal completely, you end up feeling body aches in different parts. You know why? Because emotions are stored in our bodies in different parts. If you don't know about this, just go check, look up on the internet or anywhere, learn about it more, so you'll know that you can release these unwanted emotions from your body. I don't know why I wanted to say this to whoever is listening, right? And okay, so another message I have here is, maybe you're all someone that has gone through different kinds of traumas or abuses, right? You had dysfunctional families. Because of all this that you've seen around you, your heart is much more softer. I think you're very, um, how do I say this? You're very sensitive to people's pain and their hardships. When people get hurt, you also get hurt. When people suffer, you also suffer. Because of this beautiful heart of yours, you almost think of think and you have passions related to services, doing things for other people, to make the society better, to better people's life in any way, shape, or form that you want to. Maybe you sing, maybe you dance, maybe it's art, maybe you want to start YouTube, maybe something for the community. I do not know what your I don't know what this is, but I see almost like a cabin in the woods, something, and I see a long line of people standing. If this is significant to anyone, also the fall, right? The autumn leaves, they've all fallen. Okay, this is a sign for you. Mm, so, yes, this work of yours, right? The one that is in service for others, this work of yours is supported by the universe because it aligns with who you are and what your heart is longing for. As long as you're trying to do things that other people tell you, you'll never be happy. You're never going to be happy. So try to live a little bit for yourself as well. You've always given yourself for other people in many different ways. Your endless supply of love. Another message I want to tell you is, there's a message which says there is no fear in love. Love is the absence of fear. But at the same time, why I use this message is, there are people around you, right? Could be a mother, a father, siblings, people, neighborhood, in school, anywhere. If people tell you that they love you, and yet you are very scared of their emotions, you fear that relationship in some way, right? There is some imbalance in this relationship. You know this, but I'm still going to tell you this because there are people that tell you, I love you so much, and they behave so overprotective over you. But this overprotectiveness of theirs is not giving you any happiness, but it's feeling more like a trap, more like you're in a cage, and you're scared of how they react to things. You're very scared of their emotions. Maybe these people are very emotionally fragile. And this could even be narcissist in some way, shape, or form, and you're very scared of stating your opinions and stating strong boundaries with these people, because these people start to act very differently when you start to show up for yourself. When you say no, I want to do things my way, it pisses off these people so much. They get so angry at you, they don't like it at all. So this is of significance for you. Um, that's what it is. There is no fear in love. When you love someone genuinely, you do things that is in the highest good of the other person, right? So that is your clue. Where a relationship does not feel good for you, you're supposed to drop it because it's not for you. Um, all I want to say is, your power lies within yourself. You're a very powerful person. You cannot always keep giving yourself up really for people. Don't let yourself be taken for granted, because it happens that we are also somehow responsible for how people treat us sometimes. Sometimes we're too nice to people that don't deserve our niceness. And that's where things start to change. Okay, another thing. Right now, whoever I'm speaking to, you have been this person with this amazing heart all along. You've been a very beautiful soul, the kindest soul, the most powerful and the most beautiful soul, right? But at this point in time, you you're learning to have boundaries. You're learning to do things for yourself. You're learning to show up for yourself. You're trying to do good things for yourself. And now people are getting pissed at you because they have not seen this version of you before. They always liked this version of you where they could manipulate you easily. They could, where you were their puppet. They could use you the way they wanted you to. And now you're standing your ground. And this is not going good with some people. Some people might actually come up to you and say, "Oh, you've changed so much," again, trying to manipulate you and using sarcasm against you always. These people, you should really let go of what they say, because it doesn't matter what they say, because it's not important for you. It does not describe the kind of person that you are. Who you are at your core, only you know that. After you, only you, before that, God knows you, and only you know yourself. You don't have to prove yourself to anyone, because your God knows who you are. In the silence when no one is watching you, your heart knows who you are. So these people are people that don't take ownership for their emotions. They don't take responsibility for how they show up for others. It's always all, these people are also those people that often tell you that, "Oh, I've gone through so many things in my life. I've experienced so many bad things in my life." So, you always responded to this person with a lot of sympathy. You came from a place of like a lot of sympathy, empathy, or like, okay, this person has gone through so much in their life, I have to be nice to them. But you did not even know when this whole story flipped, and when your niceness started to just, vanish. These people just started to take you for granted. Excuse me. That's where you have to draw the line. I've described a lot of situations for you to look at. This is definitely your life. Take a look at this. Take a look at what I've told you so far. You can correct. There's no correction actually. There's no effort. Like, there is effort, but it's not like a major effort. Just start doing one thing in a day where you start to show up for yourself. Like, okay, somebody says, um, I don't have an example, just let me think. Okay, someone says, why don't you do this job? This is going to help your future. But they don't know what your passions are. They don't know what you want to do in the future. So just show up and say, I'm going to do the things that I want to do. As long as my life is concerned, I'm responsible for myself. So I'm going to do this thing. There are a lot of examples if I have to give you, but I know you have understood this. So kindly show up for yourself. This message was also for me in many different ways. So I hope you've gotten this message. I hope you've understood what I said. You don't have to do anything. You're always powerful. You're the strong being, right? People are actually scared of their own emotions. You are not someone that, runs away from your emotions. You're not scared. You're not scared of confrontation. But these people are. They keep escaping in different names. But show up for yourself. This is my message for you. Show up for yourself. If you don't show up for yourself, no one else is going to do that. Not your parents, not your sibling, not your spouse, not your partner, not your girlfriend, not your boyfriend, not your kids. No one. We're all individually responsible for who we are. Imagine this. We all share lives together, but still we are the only ones responsible for ourselves. Okay, I just want to say thank you. I love you. Kindly focus on yourself. and you look good in the mirror. So look into the mirror a lot more. Appreciate yourself for who you are. Look at your beautiful eyes. Look at your beautiful smile. God bless you. Forever stay young in your heart. May good things come to you in your life. Bye. I'll see you in the next one.